All right, thanks very much, Annalise. Well, when record flooding struck in late December, most people assumed the cause was the record rainfall that preceded it. However, meteorologist Chris Higgins tells us why there's much more to it than just heavy rain.
Native plants were the ones that were here before all the settlers from the old world arrived.
But those native grasses are largely gone. The landscape of rural Missouri that we see today is nothing like it was 200 years ago.
And they changed things so that they could live like they did back in Europe, the way they knew how to live.
That meant stripping native warm season plants from the fields to make way for farmland, a practice that has had long-lasting and unforeseen consequences.
The roots from the warm season plants go 5 to 15 feet deep. That's extremely significant for the activity and the vigor of a field. You've got soil that's capable of retaining lots of water.
But without those native plants and their deep root systems, heavy rain quickly turns to runoff.
If you have prairies restored or reestablished in critical landscape positions over the landscape, chances are we will have massive absorption of stormwater into the soil and less water getting into streams and rivers, avoiding or reducing the threats of flooding.
That's one of several theories being tested by Dr. Shabu Joes and a team of scientists from Mizzou at this farm northwest of Kirksville.
If you have runoff, well, it's not just the soil that you are losing along with that water. It's all the chemicals that we put into the soil. And eventually, all the water will be flushed and will reach the Gulf of Mexico, and it creates massive hypoxic zones, killing fish and all kinds of marine life.
Dr. Joes wants to see if even limited prairie restoration can filter out those harmful chemicals, while at the same time holding back significant amounts of potential floodwater. Early results are positive, but one negative is the cost.
I think all farmers tend to be conservationists. They want to be conservationists.
Roeslein owns the farm where the study is being conducted. He and his son are looking for ways to make prairie restoration profitable for farmers.
But they've got kids to raise, they've got college to pay for, they've got tractors and equipment to pay for, and so they use as much of their land as they possibly can to produce the commodities that currently are on the marketplace.
One of the more promising possibilities is to combine prairie grass with pig manure. As the mixture decomposes, natural gas is created, gas that can be sold, hopefully for a profit.
What we want to demonstrate is that there are alternatives to conventional agriculture of corn and beans.
Sometimes you need to show real-world data before you can convince landowners the benefits of an ecosystem like the prairie.
With the St. Charles Nissan Storm Runner, I'm meteorologist Chris Higgins.